EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man acquired by trade in the offseason, it's Joe Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. They will work the middle with Mixon. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Second down and 3.
Here we go.
Now Mixon, and he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You see Cade Stover there with the first down reception, and this is kind of a throwback, a tackle breaker. Good in the run game, strong hands, good in play action. Mike, he had over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns in his career, and I think the Texans think they have a young, versatile tight end that in this system can become a big part of their offense.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air?
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The man who traded green and gold for Viking purple, it's Aaron Jones. Not much there, maybe a yard. On second down, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. The Texans have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he will get into the end zone. Take Dell. Touchdown, Houston. It's his second touchdown of the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Whoa! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Here comes a reverse. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Burrow. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Schultz is the motion man. Burrow now to throw on first down. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Houston. And make it 3. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Next to score, Texans 21, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Third and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Set to go now on first and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. How about 28 yards on the first play of the drive? First down picked up. Here we go. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And the Vikings will take over at their own 15.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Vikings, nothing.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Burrow on the bootleg. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding that that time in the pocket was quickly coming to an end. Those defensive guys were all over him, but by buying time, flushing to his right, nice job by his receiver uncovering, leads to a nice pickup.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Schultz is the motion man. Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Now he takes off.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will dive into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. To the air once more is McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hockenson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's gonna set up 3rd down.
It's the gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing again is McCarthy. And this is gonna be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got it at the 7. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. To throw is McCarthy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
McCarthy to the air. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. To the left side in the hands of Watson. Running free at the 45. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 97 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Burrow throwing on fourth down. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Burrow working in the pistol. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So at halftime, it's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play for Minnesota. And even 30 yards. Darnold to throw on 1st down. Again, working deep downfield. Whoa. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Oh, they've left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. It's the most valuable real estate in football. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over. Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Pistol snap back to Darnold. This one complete to Oliver. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times. And they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes. And
he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll look underneath here for Jones. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Dell motioning over. Burrow here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Burrow. That is caught inside of the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will add 1 more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
To throw on first down is Darnold. Ho-ho! And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A short one taken by Hawkinson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. To throw again is Darnold. This one taken in. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Darnold now on first and 10. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
at this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first two picks, but then there's a third, then there's a fourth. And now after this fifth, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
Right back to Pierce on first down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. All the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And now it's fourth and goal. Rupee's kick is good. And the Vikings cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. A first down throw for Burrow. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second down. Burrow. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
A gain of 15. And the Texans.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Burrow working in the pistol. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On first down, Burrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down, Texans.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now, Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? Third and goal coming up. Now, Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Houston. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans add on to their already sizable lead.
Vikings 3.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Operating from the gun, and more of the same. Another interception. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful. Since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Mullins. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion. I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
That's going to be picked off by the rookie from Georgia, Kamari Lassiter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll put Addison in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep.
Jordan Addison, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Greg Jackson. Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. He finds some room across the 25. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is gone. 88 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one on target to Watson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They go play action for Burrow. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Play action now. It's Burrow. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes.
And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. And the Vikings cut into the lead a little bit. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
I'm wondering. Here we go.
On the give, this is Mixon. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll go right back to Mixon. Here's third down and a few inches. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. That's going to be caught. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they...
And he's in. Christian Watson, touchdown Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Now return coming from the 7. They'll try to run a reverse. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They run it once more with Jones. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Try and run for the first down with Jones. The offense is out there. 4th and inches. Here's Mullins. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down. This is Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
To throw, Mullins. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On the ground now with Jones. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Throwing is Mullins. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Back to throw. Mullins. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Again, it'll be Jones. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed. Big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Burrow. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over.